What's up, Facebook?
Yo guys,
We are JAGGS, and we made a track with Dropgun called Chronos, which we are going to explain right now. Just waiting for the people to tune in. I think we got a short delay. Sup, Alessandro? Horace. Hi, Robin.
okay.
So where's everybody from?
Yo Antoni.
It's good to hear, Michael.
Oh wait, intro this year.
Gotta share it on Facebook too, on our own page. Hola, ¿qué hace? Oh. Hmm?
Sheriff.
Okay. So we are almost ready. Okay, so unfortunately the guys from Dropgun couldn't join us, so you'll have to do with us. Hello from Romania. Hello from the Netherlands. So as you can hear, we're playing the track right now on the background, and I think for those of you who did not hear the track or hear about us, first listen to the track.
That was it.
So, we are JAGGS, and we did a couple of releases on Revealed Recordings before we did this one with Dropgun. You could know us from Bleep the Freak, from Bass Face with Ramper, Bass Face with Alpha Rock, and of course this one. It's called Chronos for Grace Olsen. She asked, "What is this track called?" It's called Chronos, and yeah, I think we can begin, right?
Yeah, let's start.
So maybe we can turn the
Show
camera on the project. So we did this track together with the boys from Dropgun, and they work in the program called Cubase. And as you can see here, this is Fruity Loops FL Studio. So that's why we had to render a lot of parts to WAV files and send them over to each other, so we could finish this track. So I think we can begin with the intro, which is not that special. It uses a lot of sounds from the drop. So this is the intro. I think this sound comes out the most, which is just some sort of percussion sound, cowbell it is, which has a short delay on it and pitches up and down. Which is really easy to do in Fruity Loops with this automation clip, and yeah. Some claps on it, and also the sound you can hear in the drop, but then it's how to say, stretched, yeah. People asking questions.
The program is called Fruity Loops. Fruity Loops 12 we use.
Yeah.
There's bleep.
Yeah, so what comes on top of the intro is this yeah, bleepish uplifter. Let's see. Which is just a silent synth that pitches up to keep the energy going. Some uplifters you can see, some toms that you will hear again in the drop, also the claps that come in the drop. Yeah, lots of uplifters.
And a crazy sound before the break.
The wop.
The wop 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 wop.
Yeah, a wop sound. And then we go into the build-up straight away. What's the BPM? The BPM is 128. If there's any questions, you can just say them out loud.
Let's start with the vocal.
Yeah, or just wait with the vocal and start with the... Yeah, let's start with the vocal, it's okay. So, for this vocal, we did some funny stuff. It's actually recorded by ourselves, as you can hear.
Somebody scream! Somebody scream!
Let's see if it's...
It's Glenn's voice.
Somebody scream!
Somebody scream!
Yes.
Sounds almost the same, right?
You can show the effect, the mixer change.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's pitched down a little bit, so it sounds more heavily, like more dark, and lots of effects going on. So without everything, it sounds a bit like this. And as you can see, we layered it with different keys, so it gets that more like that dark and raw sound to it. Like several voices are shouting, while it's just one voice shouting. Any questions about this? Play the drop, guys. Yeah, we'll come to the drop in just a few minutes.
Okay, let's keep going.
Okay, so next to this vocal, there's the drop lead introduced. And a down, yeah, but this is. So that's how the drop sound is introduced. So, the first drop. It's only like, yeah, what you see here. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 layers. First of all, the kick, which is this one. Like this really big sub kick.
Different keys. A
Yeah,
lot of energy.
goes into different keys, but we thought it could be a little filthier, so we layered it with yeah, the kick bass dirt, as we called it. And this is without.
Nasty sound.
So a little bit more nasty, yeah. And on top of that,
How did we make that?
how did we make this one?
Let's see what it is.
It's just a saw wave with. So this is our mixer, yeah, our mixer panel, or how to call it. And yeah, as you can see, we used like 43 tracks on it. And this one is the layer on the kick, but yeah, it's just a lot of distortion, some reverb, some EQing. You can see the chain over here, and a wow filter. We like to use that one a lot, as you can see here. That's the wow filter. Yeah, it's nothing too complicated. Nothing too complicated, I think. And yeah, the drop lead, which is this one. So that's the main lead, but you also got these brass hits and these wobbles on the first kick. So these are some very big and dirty sounds, like I think Dropgun can make them best. And apart from these leads, there are also these cool percussions that come in on the yeah, after 4 or 2 bars, which are this one. They seem to be a little off grid, but that's the cool thing. Like the cool thing about it, and it has this really special effect on the drop. And the last thing in the drop is the noise layer. which is actually more something like a ride, but it's made in massive. As you can see here on the left corner, you have this this option to do a high metallic sound, which gets that like ride-ish kind of vibe to the noise, and I think it gives it a little bit more power because it's layered on the melody of the rhythm of the leads in the drop, and it gives it a little bit more power, and a bit more of the high frequencies. Are there any questions about this part? Not that much. Okay. What's up, Guzman? Whoa. Okay, so let's go on. We got this funny part of the drop, which is actually the lead synth, but then edited a little bit, so it gets like this. So then we get to the switch in the drop, which is like this really big room kind of bass house, like everything together, really crazy. And yeah, it's also still the same kick. But it's not the dirty layer anymore, because the wobbles and the bass synths fill up a lot of that already, so it's not necessary to add that one anymore. And also this sound. And the brass hit still goes on, of course. And this is where the claps come in that also are used, that we also used in the intro. And the hi-hat. And the ride.
On the kick.
Yeah. Yeah. Which brings us to the break. Can you show the clap pattern? Yeah, of course. So the clap hits on every kick drum. So if you move this up, you can see that these two are pretty similar. So if you can zoom on it a little bit. Yeah, so Ariane, what's the name? That's the clap pattern. So, you want to tell something about the break?
Yeah. It's also a lot of waveforms because of Dropgun.
Yeah, so at first we got like the 7-second that it goes all silent. So it's a pretty epic intro of the break, like with this bass choir. And all the effects. And it's epic harp. I really like how the boys from Dropgun made this one, because it's so calming, but yet with every other sound it makes it so epic. Then what happens is some reversed some reversed leads to keep the transitions nice. And let's see, the string. So as you can see, these patterns are turned off, so that's an option in FL Studio. I don't know if there are any FL Studio users watching, but if you double tap the right mouse, you can switch patterns on and off, and it's we think it's a nice way of working, because you don't delete your pattern, but you can deactivate it, so you won't. Yeah, you can always turn it on again if you was like, oh, I made a mistake. So these are actually some of the few sounds that are still, you know, in the VST, because we made this track with Dropgun, for those of you who don't know this, and they use Cubase and we use FL Studio, so we had to use a lot of WAV files and send them over to each other. So that's why you see a lot of these how to call them, these bounced out patterns. But But let's begin with the bass of the breakdown.